Welcome all to Zandvoort. This is late night racing round 11 of the 50% race length season, and we are ready to settle the championship as we are joined by just a few more cars here that missed out on qualifying. All lights are on. And we are off for the Dutch Grand Prix. The Renault of Stizzy failing to make that start. He is left stranded on the grid, and Hanti bolts off of his starting position, beating Hefe to the inside, and Hefe catching a little bit too much of that curb, and Shonen profits from it, jumping straight into second place. Cracky up into fourth, and El Jefe taking a very wide line around that hairpin, nestling back into third position. And Hefe on his softs as well, putting a lot of pressure on Shonen. He doesn't look quite fast enough to be able to make a move, but once we see DRS become available, you never know what kind of wrench this driver can throw into the battle. Meanwhile, looking a little bit further back, we've got the Ferrari of Ant immediately behind the second Alfa Romeo, putting a lot of pressure on that driver, and Itchy Soup and Krusty Chalk locked in an absolute battle here on different tire compounds to the first sector, only a few tenths apart as the AlphaTauri driver looks to make a move out of that hairpin. Potentially the Mercedes losing a little bit of grip on exit, very slippery over there, and the AlphaTauri driver completes the pass. And that Williams driver is very, very unhappy and looking to try to sneak away past. Nowhere to go. Is he going to dive it down the inside of the penultimate corner? Thinks better of it. And now Botul is gaining quite substantially on the Williams driver, both of these on soft compound tires, and it looks like the Alfa Romeo has the preferred line around the first corner. He slots into sixth position.
And it looks like El Jefe just can't keep up with the two in front. He's dropping back, and that's going to allow him to fall into the clutches of Krusty Hawk.
Side by side between Batul and Cracky, and the Mercedes driver makes it stick, pushing the Alfa Romeo onto the gravel, and he loses a spot to Itchy Soup as well. It is a bare knuckle boxing match up front here. 2 tenths between these two drivers, and the Williams going down the inside. That is right, and completing the pass on the Mercedes. Itchy Soup now in fifth.
Ant's going to get past the Alfa Romeo. He's down the inside. He's got the move done. Yeah, it looks like Cracky's just not able to turn on those medium tires to the operating window that he needs. And he's just getting overtaken lap after lap. He's going to really want to wait for these pit stops.
It'll be quite a few laps before his mediums get
inside, and that's usually not a place you see someone overtake, but Ant is very brave to go through there and get ahead.
And now
the Romeo getting pushed off. He probably wants to go for it as well into here. Let's see if he can do it. He's quite close. He's got the overtake on. Is he actually going to get him? Is another thing. Round the outside, not usually a place you'd get someone. No, he's going to stick behind for now.
Oh, but he's going to switch back that racing line and just getting a little overzealous on the inside of that corner. No damage done, however, but Cracky slamming the door shut on the Alfa Romeo driver. No, sir, you're going to have to try again.
I think they're just a little over-aggressive. He could have got him on that main straight, but just a bit too aggressive and just not able to get him there. He's going to have to wait. And
Cracky very tactical about how he positions his car, forcing his rival to the outside. And we are watching the Ferrari of Ant stealing Itchy Soup's position from him. These two drivers now a whole nearly 8 seconds down on Krusty, who is keeping pace with the leaders very handsomely, staying within a 2-second window. A mere 4 tenths between our leaders now as Shonen opens the DRS. He's got barely any overtake left, but he's gaining very substantially. Hanti going defensive again into the first corner, and the two cars going side by side. Now Hanti very intelligently trying to push Shonen around the wider line with a much greater apex speed to heat up those medium tires of his and cause some premature wear. Surely in order to compromise Shonen's race at least a little bit more, as he is just looking to finally set up a move. Overtake on DRS open. Will he dive down the inside? This time he does!
He's down the inside.
Oh, and just
touch. Hanti's turned in on him. They're still wheel to wheel.
Making just a bit of contact. The McLaren driver
That
getting
was
a
very
little
good
bit
attempt by him.
more
Yellow
drive.
flags. Who is
Yeah.
that itchy soup has gone off. I think it is. It's had a spin, and that's El Jefe's gone for the undercut already.
The best indication of how well those tires are handling, but obviously 9 to 10 laps on the softs right now is going to start causing a issue.
Behind he's boxed. He's in the pits. It's most likely going to be for a set of hards.
You are correct.
That's hard tires going onto his car. The question is, does Shunnen have the life in the tires to be faster than the hard tires, and potentially overcut Hunty into very, very unstable conditions for the drivers, which could lead to many mistakes.
Indeed, although if that rain had been in the forecast, I would be very surprised as to why we have yellow flags in Sector 1, and it looks like the Alfa Romeo of Batul spun around in the worst way in Turn 4. I am not going to try to pronounce that turn's name, as it is very complicated, and I do not speak Dutch, but Batul losing a lot of time, and let's just take a look and see if he suffered any damage. No, by the looks of it, his car is still in one piece. Really impressive pace from El Jefe, whose tires are only 11
if
laps old.
Shunnen pits, he's going to come out 4th. So either rain has to come now, or he's going to have to hope for a mega stint, unless he's planning on going to softs somehow. It could also be another possibility.
Yellow flags in Sector 2.
He gets and spun. He's managed to spin somewhere just in the middle of the first sector. I don't know how you'd spin there. Usually you do it outside of the hairpin, but obviously he's got a wiggle on and just managed to bin it.
Never underestimate the creativity of our drivers.
Shunnen's in the pits.
All right, and now
interrupt you, but it's probably going to be for softs, I'd imagine.
let's take a look here. You are correct. It is softs going onto the Haas car, and we can hear El Jefe whizzing past. Hanti as
Now,
well.
where's Krusty going to come out? Is Krusty going to come out ahead of him?
We're about to find out. Shonen out of the pits in front of Krusty, but Krusty's got warmed up tires, and he's going to be catching him. Those softs are going to come up the temperature, of course, very quickly.
I think he's played his cards beautifully. He's managed to keep pace on the mediums, and now he's on softs, and with the cold track temperatures favoring the soft tires, he's going to have a mega run on these two.
Rush this. He just needs to make a clean overtake, and we will have to see where that opportunity presents itself. Hanti, on the other hand, must take every single corner with caution. Shonen nearly lost the car.
Beautiful save. Absolutely lightning reaction to collect that together.
Incredible, incredible stuff. Just enough correction, and the wall's so very close there with everything on the line.
But I will give it a little gift promotion, shall we say, on Steam.
In for a second stop as now Shunnen goes down the inside of Hanti. I don't think Hanti has any response. Yeah, Shunnen just flies past him. Shunnen's played the strategy card beautifully, and now he's ahead on track.
Indeed. Now, if what Biggles just said, if I can read between the lines there, it seems that we have some information that there may be rain coming up later towards the end of this race.
I think Shunnen needs to just pull away. Hope that he can get enough of a gap to get away with this
Whoa!
race.
Hanti just going off the track, getting very overzealous to try to make his way past, and that loses him so much time and puts a lot of dirt onto his tires. They make their way past the back marker of Simply Air, and Quad looks like he has spun in Sector 2 as well. No damage on his car, however.
Lost out massively. He's just outside, just inside actually, the 1 second.
So somebody said on Twitch there, sorry to interrupt there, Simply Air says, if Hanti gets P2, does he win the World Championship?
He does.
For VSC, someone's retired. It's the Alfa Romeo.
Super exciting. Thank you very much there, Simply Air.
That's
virtual safety car.
Yes, the Alfa Romeo's binned it, and that's brought out VSC.
Shonen risking everything, backing Hanti up on the straight here. Look at how close those two cars are, and Shonen must be really losing his patience with Krusty, saying, come on, I can't put this on a platter anymore for you. You're gonna have to make that move. But it is so difficult to make a move around this track with all of that dirty air displaced by not one but two cars running directly in front of you. Oh, they are so close, and is Shonen going to have to go defensive here? He does not. He sticks to the racing line, and Hanti pulls out of the move, knowing there's too much on the line.
Even luring a little bit into this, Ant's a little further back, but this battle is...
Oh, Hanti goes a little wide! The AlphaTauri driver is on the inside of Hanti into turn number 10, but just lets the McLaren driver go. Not enough traction to pull off that move confidently.
Find an avenue pass right now.
Oh, Hanti getting very, very close to the back of the Haas driver. But Shonen doing everything right, putting his car on the inside line and not giving that McLaren driver a good look.
Again, with the same move, but he's backing out every time. I don't know why he keeps backing out. He's had 3 chances to do this, and he's backed out all 3 times. He needs to go for this if he wants to get second in this race.
Is Shonen sandbagging right now? How's this going to affect the championship? What's going to happen in championship results?
He is slowing these guys down just about as much as he dares, and we see how close Hanti gets to him through these fast S's in the second sector. Shonen's definitely lifting off the throttle through these corners, and we have a yellow flag. Quad is out. Ooh, Hanti looking very racy there. Shonen just parking. The boss of the AlphaTauri driver looking to make a move around the outside of the hairpin.
Great opportunity to get past here.
Oh, and Hanti's just on the back of Shonen and just unable to get through. This must be so frustrating for him, but we have to commend Hanti for driving an absolutely flawless race so far, not letting that AlphaTauri driver behind him get a good opportunity down any of these corners.
Never say never, it might still happen.
Shonen just getting egregiously slow on the apex of 11. But Krusty just unable to take advantage of this. We're running out of corners here, and Shonen is running out of time. El Jefe not nearly close enough to launch an offensive, and barring any mistake from Hanti, this is the deal done for him in the championship. We are in the final corner of the LNR L50 Championship. Shonen crosses the line in first position. Hanti in second, Krusty Chalk in third, and El Jefe only 1.3 seconds behind in fourth place. And we can safely say that Hanti has been crowned the winner of the Drivers' Championship.
Good job. What a drive.
Shonen driving a very, very spectacular race, but just not able to pull off what he needed to. Crossing, not able to get the move done, and El Jefe just not having the pace on the soft tires to get into where he needed to. Of course, El Jefe or Hanti was on 2 warnings for the majority of that race.
Oh wow!
We did you get the drive of the day there, because the drive of the day is Krusty Chalk. Oh, unfortunately, there I was paying $5 to the Twitch feed there to anybody that guessed the drive of the day. And nobody had guessed the driver there. Nobody had mentioned Krusty. So that's unfortunate for you, but it's not unfortunate for the man who's lifting up the trophy right now. The Haas driver, flashing the champagne. Well done, sir. The British, sorry, not the British, is the
Hungarian
flag. That's right.
That's right.
There's been a few attempts to get it, but he's finally got it.
That's right.
Yep. Sorry. A few beers too many, shall we say? But yeah, there you go.
One of our commentators slacking.
Well, that is the race in the books. Shonen crosses the line in first place with the fastest lap. Hanti in second, Krusty Chalk in third, El Jefe, the Swedish driver, in fourth position, Ant for the Ferrari squad in fifth, Cracky Jr. in sixth, Simply Air seventh, Quad eighth, Batul in ninth, Itchy Soup 10th, and Stizzy rounds up the order in 11th position. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a winner in Hanti for the Drivers' Championship, and Haas takes the crown for the Constructors'